I'm going to show you how to deploy version 2 of the planner reporting scripts. Now I have the zip file here. We're going to do everything from scratch here. So the first thing we'll do is just unzip this. Okay, here we go. Now the first thing to note is there are some instructions here which we'll just have a quick look at. So what we have here is we have an ARM template. We have a file called AZAccount PS1. It's an example of how to run the templates. So to run the templates, first thing we need to do is we'll just log into Azure and just. Now what's different about the version 2, one of the primary things is that the API management is now consumer based, which for smaller workloads makes it cheaper to run. Let's not worry about that for a second. So if we look at this resource group, which is our Planner API resource group, this has got everything in it, right? So what we're going to do is just we don't need to delete it to do this. I'll just show you what's in it. This is what we're going to create, and we're going to create all these logic apps and the Planner API. So what we'll do is we'll actually create a new work group. I've got the wrong name. Resource group. Sorry, we need a new resource group. Let's try this again. We want to go create a new resource group, so we'll call it Planner API. We have, yep, that's good. We'll call it Planner API v2, eh? The location is very important because we're going to pack everything into the same location. So location for this one's going to be Australia East. You don't put any tags on it. They can be handy, I believe. Okay, so that'll do for that. That doesn't take long at all. Now we have our resource group, and what we'll do is we will add an empty API management instance. Oh look, I spelled it all wrong, but never mind. We'll stick with that. Planner API. Okay. let's give it a resource name. Now, these are unique, so we have to get a little bit creative here. So let's go planner API, and we'll call it 89. And then it asks some detail. We'll say it's me, right? Actually, that's not very good. It should be we're using the adaptive BI login here, which is the dev login, and we'll go for the pricing tier of consumption. For larger volumes, look, there are other tiers. Consumption is good for starting. Now this can take a little while to do. We've gone to region Australia South East. That's probably not. We want to go Australia East to get them all in the same hole. You can only create 20 consumption tier API management services. That's enough. Okay, we're in Australia East, Planner API 89. And we'll just go create. Now, this can take a little time. We'll see how we go here. I might just put it on pause, and I'm certainly going to have a sip of my cuppa while this is doing this. We'll come back to it in a moment. Oh, we just missed a message, right? It just gave us a little message too. So now we're all ready to go. Planner API 89. Right. So at this stage, we're ready to do the creation of our. This is all detailed in the blog. If we look now, we need. I use Windows Terminal, my favourite terminal. I'll just fire that up. Now we're going to use Azure PowerShell, which if you haven't installed it, you will need to install it. So let's. Now we have our instructions in here. Just have a quick look. So we'll go connect AZ account. Oh, well, paste. Oh, here we go. and that should log us in, he says. There we go. Now, if you've got multiple subscriptions, you have to also do a connect to the right subscription using set AZ context there. Now, this is the bit that we need to do something with, so we're going to let's just paste that and we'll fill in our, so this is a new Azure resource group deployment. Logic App template's a good name. Our resource group name was Pana, oh god, what was it? Pana API v2, there we go. What an unforgettable name that is. Okay. Because the hardest bit of all of this is just to remember all these incredible details, which is why I always have a little editor handy, and it's called Planner API 89, as we can see right there. Okay. So that's our template file. Oh, and we need to go. Right, and then we go to CD. Little look here, and we need to do that again. Oh god, don't you hate unzip? Okay, there are our files, and there's Azure deploy.json. So let's run it and see what happens, hey? I know it uses the default. I added another parameter to it. It's going to remind me if I've forgotten a parameter. So let's just hit it. And that's gone off, and it's doing something out there. And there we have it. Let's just have a little look and see what we've created. If we go to resource group, right, we will see now we have, excuse me, I'll keep this for small so it fits nicely on the video, but it's a bit of business. We now have an API connections, API management service, let's authorize these things. That's something that you have to do. Hit Edit API Connection and go Authorize. And most importantly, save. So we've got an Office 365 connection. These are all slightly different. This one goes test connection failed, so it's already trying to do that. And we just go authorize. There we go, save that one. Now, as I'm doing this, it's taken me in real time 20 minutes to get to this stage. So when I edit it, it's probably going to be 5 minutes, but in the real world out there, it will take you 20 minutes to get to this stage. And there's our connection. Make sure we use the right account and make sure we do a save. Okay. So now we're all systems go. Now what we can do, let's just have a little look at API management. And we'll look at the APIs. And this is just called My Logic Apps. This is the name that's set in the script. Feel free to change it. And this has a series of operations that are all called from the workflow template. Sorry, from the data flow template. I haven't called it workflow, I don't know why. Okay. Now, this is just about ready to go. There's one thing we need to look at here. And that is the subscriptions, which is how you access an API. And here's a built-in one that we can use. So let's just snaffle that key there. And we'll just copy that onto our little rough. Now, what we need to do next is to take our data flow template planner flow template, right? And we'll do a replace tokens. So what we'll do is we will open that with Notepad. Oh, this is the PowerShell itself. We need one of these. Oh, this is how it works. It just goes through and replaces those names. So we need the API name, the API key, and a username. All right. So we'll just close that. All right. This is our. I will give this a better name. Have a look in the block, and I will give it a more intelligent name than this. So we're going to run the replace tokens PowerShell script, and take in the planner flow template.json. Planner flow template, and we will call the output call it planner flow 89 because we're going to put our API name in here, right, which is Planner API 89. Just check that, make sure we got that right. Yes, there it is, Planner API 89. We put our key. I don't do what I'm doing here. Don't share this key around. I'm going to change this key right after I finish this this video. So this time, as long as I remember to, I will. These are actually parameters that can be modified afterwards as well. I'm just doing this for convenience so that we can just load the thing up and it works. And the username is going to be this is the username that it uses to get the plans. So if you have someone who is not you, but it's someone else who's got a lot of plans, or they member a lot of plans, you just put their username into the flow and it will grab those plans. Okay. Oh no, that's completely wrong. Okay. Right. Okay, so that's my dev user and the key. So this is going to create a plannerflow89.json file. I'll copy that, go to our window, and we'll paste it in. Right, we'll just pause for a second. One moment, we'll just try and spell that right. I'm obviously having trouble with the letter L. There you go. That's an example of the sort of error message you will get. Let's see what sort of error message we get this time. Oh, that's done it. Okay. Okay. So, let's create a new workspace. And we'll call it Planner API v2. And we'll add some content. And we'll add a data flow. Okay, this is importing the data model version 2, take 2, and there is our okay, let's try that now. And to edit and see if we have configure connection anonymous. I was going to the right one there, we can see, which is good. Well, that doesn't seem to have worked too well. We'll do a little test on this, I think. Demonstrate how easy it is to use, or, alright. So get the right username. Oh look, and here we have some data coming back, isn't that great? And we're seeing now that everything else is just cascading through, and we have a working flow connected to Planner API 89. So we can save and close that. Close that. Schedule your refreshes here. Oh, I'm going to give it a time. Just give it a time. 6. And then, well, here's the report to the flow. And I have a deployed report here. If it was a fresh one, you just connect to it, but it's all done with parameters, so there's nothing. Here are the parameters, and the flow has got that name, planner flow, and the workspace is called, what did I call the workspace again? Did I call it planner API? No, hang on, wait a minute. It's called, I called it planner API v2. Oh, there we go. Lowercase v, there we go. Okay, let's take apply. Well, it hasn't complained. Let's go right back here and just do a refresh, hey? And it's often doing that. And look, there we go, that's refreshed. There's not a lot of data in there. So, okay, that's about it. I think we've got there. That took me almost an hour, so you could probably install it a lot quicker. Read the blog and it'll become clearer. This will all be available this week, so enjoy. Thanks for watching.